Hello people! So today's video is going to be over the French Morane Saulnier 406. It's a fighter that they designed before the war, and it was used a lot at the beginning of the war by different countries like Finland and Russia both had them in the Winter War. Uh, France used them also during the German invasion, even though the other fighters like the D-18 more were better and used more. But yeah, they the French were scrapping for fighters, and they used everything that they could get their hands on. Even though this was a pre-war design, it was still a pretty good fighter. And so, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe, and click that bell if you want to see. If you want to know when I post more videos. So the MS-406 was made by France. It's a they started building them before the World War II, but they were used in World War II as well, and by France and other countries as well. This this kit gives the options for 3 different models: one from France, one from Finland, and one from Russia. I covered up the rondelles here because it shows the national, the Finnish rondelles before they changed them, which are blue swastikas. I kind of find it dumb that they do what they do over here with the swastikas. Always cover them up. I mean, that's history. That's the way it was. And I kind of understand they don't want to remember it, but you can't really hide it either. It looks there's not so many parts in this kit. The instructions are pretty simple too. There's 3 sprues of gray plastic, a transparent canopy, photo etch parts, and pour parts. I'm not sure what that is really. Oh, resin wheels. Like often, it starts with the interior, and looking at the instructions, the interior looks pretty good. Then we put the frame with the interior inside. Tail fins. Okay, it has supports for the tail fins. Goes in. Then the undercarriage, wings. And here's the wheels, propeller, canopy. You can either do it. Oh, it has one full canopy, and to put it as different parts, you have to cut it apart, which might be difficult. I'm not sure. Okay, the parts aren't all gray. Here the first tree is beige. And it has the fuselage. Okay, I can't even get it out of the plastic. The parts are falling off the tree, so it won't come off out of the plastic. That's the bad thing about buying stuff that's already open. Okay, here we go. So the first tree, fuselage. You can see it's already off the tree. And propellers, the gear doors. It's like part of the cowling, are in the prop spinner. And that should be the landing gear. Here's the for the horizontal stabilizers. Looks like it's an interior part. The parts look pretty good. There's not any flash, but these wheel wells look pretty rough. I don't know if they're supposed to look like that. The tail wheel looks pretty good too, I think. Notice kind of simple, really thin. The landing gear is not very, the detail on it's not very pronounced. I think this part in the middle, it's where the adjoining between the two is really light. It should be a little thicker, I think. And you can see the cannon, the nose-mounted cannon, really clear. The hub-mounted cannon really clear. It looks good. But these wheel covers almost look like they should be plastic, or I mean, not plastic, of course. I don't like the way they look. It looks like it should be some kind of cloth or something like that. Okay, so let's go with the second tree here. These are the wings. And some more smaller details. Interior details is the pedals, the stick. It's probably a radiator. A couple more interior parts. And the wings. The wings look pretty good, except for here. Here in the flaps, it's going to have to be cleaned out. It's not here. It's going to have to be re-etched. This side's good though, except for maybe here. The same thing. Going to have to be re-etched. It's not completely all the way molded. This one goes all the way down on both sides. This one doesn't. So that's going to have to be cleared out with a knife, and that's too. Here. These trailing edge here. And this trailing edge is thicker than this one. Here. It's also going to have to be etched. Maybe a little bit here, really lightly. Here as well. So a lot of these, a lot of the lines around the flaps are going to have to be rescribed because they're not. There's junk plastic in there. Some of them aren't molded all the way. Here, and on both wings. It's like that. So here's a different set of doors. I don't know I'm not sure which ones we'll be using. But it looks like the ones here on the gray, not the other ones. Yeah, here. You can see we'll be using these ones. And not the ones that look weird. I'm not sure what they're for. They may be just like protective casings. Or it might be the interior top part. But I don't see them at all, and it doesn't point out here any parts that you don't use. So here's the seat, and it comes with seat belts, and the cushioning there looks like it has a cushion there. There's already details on the instrument panel. so they can be painted out, but they're also included with the PE. You can use these too. So that's a good option. You can either leave it like that and paint it, or you can put this on here, or maybe both. There's grills, instruments, seat belts are there. Well, there's not any flash, and the pin marks don't look that pronounced. But well, here's a little flash around here. Here. Okay, there is some flash, but it's not that bad. A little sanding, cleaning up with the... Oh, here's the inside panels. A lot of detail there. Looks like they put more thought on the inside than they did the outside. Well, it's not a perfect model. It has some problems. Here's the resin wheels. They're smooth. Oh. Wow. Look here. That is not molded very well. I would say it needs... if you're going to make resin parts, then they should be good resin parts. This is going to need a lot of cleanup. It's not just flash, it's the whole piece there. I say new wheels, at least. You may need some better landing gear. Could possibly get from white ensign, I don't know, the metal parts. I'm gonna have to take a look on the internet and see what for extra parts you can get for this. The interior looks pretty good. The exterior is... here, the fuselage looks good, but the wings don't look that good. The wings gonna have to be rescribed. And the canopy looks good though. The canopy looks pretty good, but it's not gonna. I'm not gonna be cutting that. It'll go on like it is. I find it really hard to cut clear plastic. Last part is the decals. Here we got the Russian decals, French Marine, looks like. Numbers, they look good. Their decals do look good. So my next video will be a Japanese tank, the Type 1 Chi-He from fine molds in 135 scale. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.